Ooh, I'm facing the right way. You guys aren't. The mic is live. Everybody's ready to go? Perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Angela Pitt. I'm the MLA for the great riding of Airdrie East, future home of the new upgraded 566 interchange. This is such an exciting project for our area, for the businesses in this neck of the woods. Most certainly the Balzac business community, I think, is thrilled with today's announcement. Anybody who lives in and around Airdrie is over the moon excited with this upgrade. It's certainly needed in this area. Anyone who has spent any time in this Balzac area, going to the mall or going to Costco or any other of the great economic story behind us, knows that this project is long overdue. So we're so excited to be able to announce that here today. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you my friend, the Minister of Transportation and Economic Corridors, Minister Devin Dreeshen.
Well, thank you so much, Angela, and everybody for being here today. I'll be honest, my nephew, his favorite store in all of Alberta is Bass Pro Sports right across from here. So I know he's, when I told him what I was doing today, he was extremely excited to know that it'll be that much easier and safer getting into to his most favorite store. But just it's really exciting to be here today. Budget 2023 had a significant investments to key infrastructure all across Alberta, and this interchange here is one of them. And our budget overall focused on investment attraction, job creation, and economic growth and diversification across the province. And with this QEII Highway 566, just north of Calgary near Cross Iron Mills, has been a project long time in the making. As MLA Pitt mentioned, the economics around here, the business community, the work that Rocky View County has done to have a distribution hub and logistics hubs just to the east of here has been incredible. And whether it's agriculture, energy, manufacturing, transportation, warehousing, there's so much economic activity around here. And then obviously the Alberta families that live around here to make sure that we can have that economic investment, those jobs in this area, but also families can get to work and get home safely at the end of the day is so important. So with that, this project is $51 million over 3 years that the province will put into this new interchange. And the total project cost will be about $148 million. And it'll be just to the south of here with a brand new structure. It'll be at a northeast angle towards 566. And this $51 million that's going to be spread out over 3 years is because construction will start in 2025. So the land is purchased in this area. By 2025, we will start that construction. Obviously, the remaining $100+ million will still come from the government of Alberta, but just as we budget in 3-year cycles, that's why there's the $51 million announcement today. So anyone, as MLA Pitt mentioned, anyone who lives in this area understands how busy the QE2 is. It's one of the original economic corridors within the province of Alberta and sees about 80,000 vehicles per day as of right now. And congestion is just going to get worse. And so that's why we want to make sure we can build for the future and make sure that commuter traffic and industry in this area can be able to move as safely as possible. So whether you're heading to Cross Iron Mills for outlet shops or you're part of the growing logistics hubs in this area, everybody wants to spend more time at home versus on the road. And this project goes a long way to helping out the logistics in southern Alberta. So with that, happy to take questions afterwards. But first, I'd like to invite Mayor Kissel from Rocky View County to come up and say a few words about the project. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone. You know, we're very happy, Rocky View County, to be here and be a part of this announcement this morning. As a community that's grown, and Rocky View County has grown with a vision of the last councils. And if you'd have told me 20 years ago we were going to stand here and do this, I probably wouldn't have really believed this. But, you know, as Rocky View County has grown and Alberta is working with the Alberta provinces, we're working regionally, and we're trying to improve things, not just for our residents, we're trying to improve them for everyone that comes here, that works here, plays here, and lives here. And this investment into our transportation infrastructure will not only provide a much-needed relief to the businesses and the residents in the Balzac area, it will benefit our broader communities by improving traffic flow, enhancing safety, and increasing economic opportunities. So we look forward to seeing the positive impact this project will have on our community and the region. And we really want to thank the provincial government for stepping up and saying, yes, now's the time, because it is the time. Thank you.
Well done. All right. Devin is happy to take questions, as Mayor Kissel is as well. I just want to thank you. A big thanks to Zytec for hosting us here and putting the coffee and the donuts out. It's very nice to have you in this part of our community and providing jobs for the families and the people in this area. So thank you for that. Also want to recognize can I call you former Reeves? Or one was a mayor, one was a Reeve. Current Rocky View councillors, Greg Belkey and Don, thank you so much for being here. I know that both of you have been advocating for this project for quite some time, and so it's a good news story here today. All right, it's you guys.
So if you have any questions, please approach the mic here.
Hey, Tim Brook with CTV. Sorry to do this to you, Minister, because I know you want to chat about this, but I have questions about a couple other things. First of all, your constituency association just went through a major change. It's now believed that Take Back Alberta members occupy most of the board. Just wondering what you personally think about that takeover and what you just think about Take Back Alberta as a whole.
I guess we are close to the election, so we can talk about constituency associations. But I just first off like to say this is a fantastic transportation announcement and really, really excited to be here today. But to go into my constituency association, I actually have a meeting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. If folks want to come out to Innisfail and see the constituency association in action, it'll be open to the public. But no, just really excited to work with the 30 really dedicated people from Innisfail, Sylvan Lake. They view the same views that I have when it comes to the NDP of how they would be economically disastrous for Alberta. Everybody can remember the 4 years of NDP when there was 180,000 job losses in Alberta, the nearly $100 million in debt that they put Alberta in is just terrible. And with all the optimism that especially we see here in Airdrie today of having economic growth and people moving to Alberta, people wanting to find a job and find those economic opportunities, they want to make sure that come May 29th on the election, that a United Conservative government gets elected and that the NDP are nowhere near the halls of power in Edmonton. So I'm excited to work with them. Campaign team is ready to go, and we're not door knocking this morning because we're here, but we'll be out as much as we can campaigning in the upcoming election.
Sorry, so your thoughts on Take Back Alberta?
Take Back Alberta is a third-party advertiser. There's a lot of them across the province. I know they have to abide by rules just like a lot of union-funded PACs. I don't think Take Back Alberta takes any union donations. So we have a free society here in Alberta, and people encouraging other people to get involved in democratic institutions, whether it's school boards, constituency associations. To me, politics is all about people, and people that want to get engaged at any level just makes our democracy stronger.
Perfect. And then my follow-up, a recent meeting that you co-hosted had at least 8 bottles of whiskey right beside the podium. I'm just wondering, everything in your past, you admit before that your drinking had become an issue for the government. Is that appropriate to have that many bottles of booze right beside the podium?
So my constituency association had an AGM, I guess, a couple of months ago now. We sold over 30 bottles actually at $500 a piece. So just a fundraising effort put on by my VP of fundraising. And again, just not sorry to steal the thunder here, but Innisfail Sylvan Lake actually raised over $1 million in 4 years. So they were the top fundraising CA across the province. Extremely proud of all the fundraising efforts they've done to share with the United Conservative Party itself, as well as other constituencies. And just recently, we transferred $150,000 to 15 ridings across constituencies across the province. Again, just to help them make sure that they're fully funded pre-election and also during the election period as well. So happy with the fundraising efforts and the creativity that the My Constituency Association has.
Thanks.
Hello, Minister. I'm Tim Kalinowski. I'm with Rocky View Weekly and Airdrie City View newspaper here. Obviously, this is a much-needed project for Rocky View, and I think everyone appreciates you coming out today to make this announcement. There are, I guess, some questions about choices and priorities. Airdrie also has an interchange, and of course, Balzac has one, which is much needed, no doubt about it. But why Balzac 100% and Airdrie, 75%, or has to pay 25%? Sorry.
So there's obviously huge demands in a growing province, and we see this all across Alberta, knowing that we'd love to be able to fund everything all at once, and we obviously have treasury boards. There's limits on construction availability as well. So in a perfect world, we would like to see 100% provincial funding of projects. But municipalities, knowing that there is a limitation of it, municipalities can come forward with funding themselves just to try to influence or try to increase the timelines of some of these projects, because we obviously have a 3-year capital plan. And so we do look at the fact that if there is an urgent need, obviously, that our department can identify, and even at a local level, that municipalities are willing to put money in, that does have some influence. So that's why there kind of seems an inconsistency when it comes to a full Government of Alberta funded project like this, and others where municipalities have actually put money up front. I know the Leduc overpass, one of the earlier announcements we made, that had, I think, $16 or so million from the town of Leduc, right in by the Edmonton International Airport. So even though that sped up the timeline, it's still, we'd like to see 100% GOA funding, but municipal cash does go a long way.
I'd just like to do a follow-up with the mayor, if I could. Mayor Kissel, just talk about the need for this overpass and the long-standing need for this overpass here in Balzac.
Thank you. So I talked a little bit about a vision of the past. It was a past council who had this vision, who thought this was the place, and that we could be economically driven, and we can contribute to the region. And I think that's what Rocky View has done. This may be done on lands that were designated and redesignated to what you see today. But you have to give the credit to the past council who saw that this actually could work. And we're grateful. It's been amazing, and we're very proud of it. But with that comes the same problem: is how do we move everybody? And Rocky View has been a great partner with the province in partnering on large projects. We contribute a lot of times to help drive our projects forward. And so this project here today is going to allow that to happen. And we are a partner in this. We have done infrastructure. We have planned ahead of time to help get this project moving forward. And so this is not going to benefit just Rocky View County. It's going to benefit everyone who drives through here at 4:30 in the afternoon and gets to sit and watch the sunset, because that's what's been happening. And we're so appreciative of being able to be here today and have this conversation and see this project move forward.
Okay, so seeing no more questions from the floor, operator, can you please put through the first caller?
There are no questions on the phone at this time.
The last question from the floor. See no more questions. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.